What is up, guys? Eli Fishman here, socially distanced in the Somerset Patriots dugout with Billy Layne Jr., pitcher with the Pats.
Layne fires. Strike three called. Billy Layne Jr. K's the side in the sixth.
Billy, how you doing?
What's going on, Eli?
Thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah, no problem.
How's it been with the Patriots,
It's been
so
fun.
far?
It's been a lot of fun.
Pitching in this pandemic, not many people are playing this year.
It's an unprecedented time, so to be able to play some baseball right now, you really can't complain. So I'm having a blast with these guys.
You're having a lot of success on the mound, out of the bullpen. What's been working for you so far?
Just being able to talk to the veteran guys in the bullpen. I've been a starter for most of my career, so coming into this clubhouse being a relief guy, talking to a bunch of the veteran guys and helping me out how to prepare myself, how to stay ready to get into the game and stuff. Pitches wise, I'm added a fourth pitch. I'm throwing a curveball this year, so I think that's adding a little bit of deception to my other stuff. So I think a combination of all of those things is leading to a lot of success.
What's the repertoire for you right now?
Sinker, slider, changeup, curveball.
Out pitch, what is it?
My out pitch? I feel like sometimes I could just throw my sinker and I'm just going to get outs with it. So I'm just going to go with my fastball there.
Okay. What's your mental approach on the mound, right? You step on the bump, batter steps in the box. What are you thinking?
Don't suck. No, my approach is basically, I don't do too much. I have a really, really good field behind me, and I feel like sometimes kind of get into my own head sometimes, try to do too much when realistically you don't really have to do a lot, So just being able to throw consistent strikes with, 4 different pitches, I feel like that does the job.
Unfortunately released by the Rangers this spring as part of this whole pandemic and all that. How do you feel this is going to be a showcase for you? I've heard the term thrown around that it's like a showcase kind of games for the scouts. Every day there's been a good amount of scouts behind home plate. Do you agree with that? And how do you feel like this series is going to help you out in the future?
So, obviously I was upset when I got released, but I'm using this as almost a blessing in disguise. Like I said, I was never really a reliever, so I'm using this as a way to, I guess, make myself a little more valuable. Not only being able to start, but, being a valuable arm to come out of any bullpen. So, being able to do this consistently and have, like, somewhat of a schedule, it's almost like a starter schedule because we only have 2 games a week, but being able to prepare myself like a reliever, I feel like it's been helping a lot. So, yeah, you could say these games, are almost like a showcase. I've heard that, a few times, so.
So for you, with the Texas Rangers organization over the last couple of years, in the minor leagues, you get packed with information, right?
Yes.
You're at spring training and, the camp with around all the guys, and throughout the minor leagues, have coordinators, guys come and talk to you. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned? What was the biggest thing you picked up with your time with the Rangers?
Easy come, easy go. There's always a handful of guys that show up and then, they're gone just like that. So I think complacency, shouldn't, exist for every ball player. You should always want to be doing the best you can to better yourself. You're riding a high horse, it's awesome, but, still show up to the ballpark every day, as if you were just, even keel. So.
What'd you take away from the whole process of going up the minor league ladder with the Texas Rangers, which is, obviously new to a guy coming out of college?
Biggest thing that I could take away from it all is everyone's pretty much even in terms of skill, but what separates guys is what goes up, what goes on up in the head. So, if everything from the neck up isn't perfect, everything from the neck down isn't really, gonna stop results. So.
How do you do that off the field? How do you mentally prepare? Are you superstitious? Anything like that?
I almost don't ever really try to think about baseball off the field. I mean, I come in, time to lock in and stuff, and then once I leave the ballpark, it's regardless of the outing. If I didn't do well, flush it. If I did well, still flush it, get ready for the next game. So I just try to stay out of my head as much as I possibly can.
What's your off-the-field training like? Are you a big drive line guy? Are you a fan of a long toss or a good lift?
So I kind of like both. I love touching the sky a bit, and I've been hitting the weight room a lot more, especially after college. I learned some more workouts, some stuff to make myself a little more explosive, stronger, durable, because that seemed to have been an issue for me. I was off the field quite a bit in college, and you know, you're not going to be able to be successful if you're not on the field. So drive line, I was a little hesitant with the plyo balls and the heavy balls and stuff, and I've bought into that a little bit more. So I'm really, really liking that, and especially in the bullpen, being able to just throw a few plyo balls up against the wall, and, you know, it just helps me get ready really, really fast. So, yeah, I'm an advocate for it.
List some goals for yourself, short-term, long-term.
Short-term goals. Short-term goal, I'd probably say hopefully get a nice spring training invite for this upcoming year. Long-term, I'd like to still be playing baseball for the next couple of years. You know, I still don't think I'm done. I still think I'm growing. I still think I'm getting stronger and faster, smarter. So, you know, those are pretty simple. Like I said, I like to keep things a little simple, but hopefully get a nice spring training invite. If not, I still want to play and hopefully land a home here, because I really like playing here, and I'm 20 minutes down the road, so it's not really that far of a commute.
All right, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good to see you, and thank you so much.
Good to see you, Eli. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.